Привіт! Я Світлана Живіцька. Передача English for Us для тих, хто цікавиться англійською мовою. Вчителі, учні, батьки – you're welcome! Як зробити урок англійської мови цікавим та наближеним до реального спілкування? На ці питання відповість фіналіст конкурсу Global Teacher Prize Анна Дудіч.
Hello, my name is Anna Dudic and I want to share with you some tips how to provide your students with real-life communication opportunities. If you teach English to students who share one mother tongue, it is quite natural that when you give them a group task, they would start working on it using English as means of communication, but then they would slip to their mother tongue. To make students really want and need to use English as means of communication, you should provide them some real-life communication opportunities. And here are some tips how to do it. The best way to stimulate your students speak English is to use a Skype lesson between your class and another class somewhere in the world. My students really enjoy playing Mystery Skype. It is a kind of a Skype lesson when two classes are situated in different countries, but they don't know where their Skype vis-a-vis come from. Their task is to ask each other yes-no questions in order to guess the country and then the city. After they guess the location of their Skype partners correctly, the conversation usually continues in a friendly and natural way. Students discuss topics such as pets, hobbies, school life, music, just anything that they are interested in. If you want to motivate your students to read in English, I advise you to join the World Read Aloud Day activities. World Read Aloud Day is usually celebrated in February. You, with your students, can choose a story which you would like to share with students from other classrooms all over the world. The story should be in English and it can be a poem, a short story or any kind of written text. First, you read and discuss the story in class with your students, and then on the World Read Aloud Day, you either set up a Skype session with your partner school and read aloud the story to your partner class, or you can record a video of your students reading this story aloud and share it with your partner class through social networks. Also, you can prepare questions on this story. Moreover, on the World Read Aloud Day, famous authors can join this initiative, and you can set up a Skype call where famous authors will discuss their books and stories with your students. During our English lessons, we often teach students to write postcards. Usually, the readers of the postcards are the teachers and sometimes their classmates. To make this type of written communication more natural, I would advise you to arrange real postcards exchange. You can find pen pals from other countries on the Cambridge English Pen Pals website. And it would be a great idea not only to write a postcard, but also to design the front part of it. The best way to learn something is when you learn together with a friend and explain things to each other. A great platform for cooperative learning, which is called Pen Pal Schools, offers a wide range of different projects and topics for students to discuss together. You can enroll your students on one of the courses, and together with pen pals from different countries, they practice their reading, writing and listening skills, as well as learn a lot of new information about the world around them. They watch special educational videos, read texts in English, and then discuss this information in special chat box together with their pen pals. Sometimes your students are keen on biology, mathematics, arts or any other subject. So try to combine these subjects with English and try to look at the object of studying from different angles. For example, for students studying biology, you can offer a virtual field trip to one of America's great nature parks. The excursion, of course, will be in English, so your students will have to listen and speak and write in English. And at the same time, they will practice their English skills and learn new topics from biology. A great way to encourage your students to communicate in English is to engage them in educational, collaborative, international projects. In such projects, your students can communicate with their peers from all over the world while working on some global issues. With my students, I have tried such websites as Map Your World and Know My World. You can find a lot of websites which provide access to such projects online. When we ask our students to produce something in English, it should be meaningful to them. The task should be really interesting and engaging. For example, think about such a task. Write and illustrate a cultural guide for foreign tourists about your country. My students wrote such a book, and it was published by Macmillan and won the international competition. Below the video, you can find the links to all the tips mentioned above.
Ways to provide real-life communication opportunities for students. It was the theme of our program. Join us!